Hello, I'm Olejárová and I come from Business Academy in Rožňava. Mary Higgins Clark, remember me. August 17th. By 9 p.m., the storm had broken with full force, and a stiff wind was sending powerful waves crashing against the eastern shore of Cape Cod. We're going to get more than touching our eastern, Melly thought as she reached to close the window. The Cape airports were closed, so Adam had rented a car to drive from Boston. He should be home soon. There was plenty of food on hand. She had stocked up on candles just in case the electricity went out. Although, if she was right about what was beginning to suspect, the thought of being in this house with only candlelight was frightening. She switched on the radio and raised an eyebrow in surprise as the orchestra went into the opening notes of Remember, a particularly appropriate song when you're living in a place called Remember House, she thought. She picked up a certain knife and began to slice tomatoes for a salad. Perched high on the embankment over the churning water, the house became a kind of bellows in the windstorm, and the whooshing sound it emitted had the effect of a distant voice calling out, "Remember, remember." Melly shivered as she reached for the celery. "Adam will be here soon," she promised herself. There was a sudden noise. What was that? Had a door blown open or a window? Something was wrong. She snapped off the radio. The baby. Was she crying? Was that a cry or muffled gagging sound? Melly hurried to the counter, grabbed the monitor, and held it to her ear. Another choking gasp, and then nothing. The baby was choking. She rushed from the kitchen toward the floor towards the staircase. Her feet barely touched the stairs as she raced to the second floor. There was no sound coming from the crib. "Hannah! Hannah!" she cried. Hannah was lying on her stomach, her arms outstretched, her body motionless. Frantically, Melly leaned down, turning the baby as she picked her up. Then her eyes widened in horror. The china head of an antique doll rested against her hands. A painted face stared back at her. Melly tried to scream, but no sound came from her lips. And then, from behind her, a voice whispered, "I'm sorry, Melly. It's all over."